Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome in the tub for episode 117. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, well, as promised, it's our wrap-up of Chicago Exxxotica. First half, we're going to sit and discuss the weekend, discuss some of the happenings and the shenanigans, and then, well, just kind of our take on the kickoff show for this year. And then to close it out, we have the final two segments from the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the final two are, well, one's becoming a regular and the other one has always been a regular. Always a fun time with these two. We're going to keep in a bit of suspense for that, but that's what we got in store here this week. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right. Well, Exxxotica Chicago 2024. Pretty good overall weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Discuss, as we had said in the opening, we're going to discuss this first half. So our take on the show. There were some differences from what it's been in the past. Some additions, some subtractions,
Mm-hmm.
And some things that we or Mrs. experienced, and she's going to talk a little bit about that as well. So we'll jump right in, I guess. Yeah, we were able to get there prior to the show ending on Friday, which was good in a way and rough in a way.
It was packed.
Well, and I think we've talked about it too. You know, Friday is ladies free,
Mm-hmm.
and it really...
It really packs them in.
Yeah, it's increased the amount of people, like every time. Friday is now an insane amount of people day.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you see that from whether the performers see and feel that, I mean, I know they see it.
Right.
And I guess... the question is, with that many people, is it positive for the performers or not? Not really sure, because we've never asked that. We've never really talked to somebody. They've always said, yeah, it was busy, it was crazy, but what does that really mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we got there probably an hour before the show ended. And again, from our end, it was good because we were able to get in, get our passes, and get ready for the next day. Did kind of a lap, but again,
a half a lap.
Yeah, it was so crazy. We saw, we saw some friends there that knew we were driving in. Said, make sure you let us know when you get into town. So rather than shooting a text, we kind of made sure we, navigated somewhat and saw a few friends, and kind of got to the point where Mrs. is like, okay,
I'm gonna start throwing elbows. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm done. So, packed it up and said, all right, yeah, let's head back over to the hotel, kind of relax and unwind. About a 7-hour drive for us. And left after our work day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Friday there really wasn't much. We kind of hung out, had a couple drinks, relaxed, and
stayed up too late.
Yeah.
Or early, however you look at it.
Yeah, the story of it all. Mm-hmm. Hey, we get to we get to Saturday. Saturday is my typical liquor store run. Went out, purchased some additional spirits and Malort.
And some spirits that you should have left on the shelf.
Yeah. That's an always. Yeah, hey, you'll have that. And then, headed over to the convention. We didn't kind of rush. I don't think we rushed to get over there.
No.
And we were there. It wasn't crazy. So we were able to kind of, look around, map things out. The one thing I will say is there was a huge line to get in. And we've said in the past, Chicago and the security, Exxxotica from a security standpoint, has always been very good. And Chicago, it seems like, continually increases and ups that security. So all fans were required to go through metal detectors and bag searches. And in a way, that actually controlled the flow at the door, because it just wasn't mad rush and people just constantly flowing in. It worked as a door control.
Yeah.
But that was good. And again, we kind of mapped out our road, looked around, which one of the things that was definitely different is there was a lot of vendors. And there were some additional booths, but there were a lot of vendors. There were a lot of people selling merchandise, selling wares, selling different things. It's cut back on the CBD and the THC and that type of product. I think last year there was a lot of it. And
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it really wound down. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 booths only. And it definitely seemed like last year was very much inundated and there was so much. But this year was art. There was a lot of different clothing and apparel. I know you looked at a couple different things. There were a few harness vendors and things like that. Numerous toy vendors, some different toys. They always have 2 large toy companies there, or toy stores.
Right.
But there was a lot of smaller ones. Some jewelry. I think last year there really wasn't much of that. Like in the past, there was jewelers and with rings and pendants and different type jewelry. I don't recall seeing much of that last year, but there was at least 2 of them this year.
Right. Yeah, because I think the last time even Jersey had any kind of that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So again, seeing some of that stuff kind of come back. Wild Bill's root beer was there. That's always a good one.
Yeah, is that the first time that Wild Bill's has been in Chicago? I mean, it's always at Jersey. I don't remember.
They were always a standard in New Jersey, and it is the first time that I've seen them at another location. The Pickle Guy. So the Pickle Guy was in New Jersey last year and then was in D.C., and the Pickle Guy made his way out. They're actually a company from central Pennsylvania. And, set up a whole big booth of pickles.
And some crazy flavors, too. I mean, the taco ones were interesting.
Yeah, taco, cotton candy.
I don't know that I would try any of those.
Yeah,
they do a peppermint, like a candy cane, and no, I don't think I'd go for those ones.
Yeah,
but the ones we did get, they're half gone already, aren't they?
Yeah, and there was a line there the whole time.
Yeah, they're definitely doing some cool stuff with pickles.
Some of the other things, again, no, we did not make any seminars.
we always look at it and then we never do.
Yeah, the list list gets made and the list gets thrown out the window. I watched a little bit of some of the stage shows. They definitely, the stage shows were a little bit more intense, I think, this time from what we saw in some of what we watched. So that was fun. The stage always had a lot of people around it every time something was going on. What else? I mean, I'm trying to think of what else was cool.
But where they had the stage too, it didn't cause, even though there were always a lot of people around it, it didn't cause a bottleneck.
It didn't. And I think when you really look at the way this one was laid out, it wasn't as extremely loud as some have been in the past, because in the past layouts, it was almost like the DJs were
competing
and battling against each other. And with this setup, they almost were. The lifestyle DJ was right when you came in, like around kind of a wall and back a little farther. And then the main stage was on the other side of the floor.
Right.
Kind of a little bit in front of them, but with the walls and the way everything broke up, like they weren't competing. And the other thing I think in Chicago is you don't have, in New Jersey, you always have one or two extra DJs.
Right.
Typically when you get to New Jersey, the Sapphires nightclub DJ is right there at the entrance. So that adds a third DJ into that. Some of the booths that have in the past had, loud, big subwoofers going and something, they didn't have that. That wasn't a thing at booths this time. So from a sound standpoint, it was pretty good.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't too much. So dungeon, that was kind of in that back corner, which is good. The dungeon is always busy. And, well, Mrs. dabbled once again. And it's, she's going to kind of go into a little bit of detail and talk about it. And it is something that we've seen in the past and was, this isn't her thing, and probably not. But, well, this time, go ahead. Let them know what you explored.
Well, and if we didn't know the person behind the apparatus, I don't know that I still, to this point, would have tried it.
Yeah, and again, and that's fair. When you get into that dungeon stuff, there is the comfort level, and being comfortable in the person that you're allowing to do it. And so one of the guys that works in the dungeon, and we've met quite a few of them, but Xavier is someone that is there at all of them, and we've become friends with him over the years. So a really good guy. Typically at night, we're myself and him are outside having a cigar and enjoying a bourbon together. So yeah, what was it? So how did this progress?
How did it progress?
Well,
it didn't really.
Do explain.
Do explain. It wasn't really. I mean, I think you
do some explaining.
We'll see. You got some explaining to do.
Yeah. The listeners are waiting.
So no, you had said to me a couple times over the weekend about trying this. And we were over in the dungeon and we're watching, the thing, several different things going on. And there's always several people getting tied and suspended and stuff like that. But we were watching the Violet Wand. And we had watched 3, 4.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4.
Different.
2 or I think it was 3 people total.
Different ladies. And they were all giggling and, like it was all tickly.
And amongst other things, I mean, there were a few of them that came out and said, wow, I just had a few orgasms from that it did that to me.
Right. And I mean, I have to say the whole time I was still standing there going, I don't really know if this is my thing. But I decided, what the hell? I don't know for sure unless I try it. And like I said, knowing it was Xavier and, I knew that he wasn't going to try to push farther than I was comfortable with. Mm-hmm. Not that he would with anybody. Like, that doesn't, So I tried out the violet wand. Let's see. So the first attachment had like a wider...
There was more surface area.
Yeah. Right. And it wasn't too bad. A little tingly. Then the next attachment was more of a pinpoint, more like a wand.
Yeah.
Like a, and that was a little more, for me, unpleasant.
Okay.
And it was definitely, obviously, it's more concentrated because it basically does come to a point. But I was like, okay, it's not too bad. And like I kept like, well, maybe the next one will be,
maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll be different. Yeah.
Right. And then the last attachment was an actual light bulb. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, one of those corkscrew, like, what are they called?
Yeah, one of the halogen light bulbs.
Right. And that was as far as I made it. Because that, for me, was honestly, it was the tingle, and there was some burn. Okay. That was not comfortable.
Yeah, and again, as you said, it's fair. You had tried it, and had a conversation with him afterwards, and that's what he said. Hey, he appreciated that you trusted enough, and you tried something out of the comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And people respond to stimulus different. It shows it shows right there because, again, yes, the three women before us, they were laughing and it was tickle and it was and the one woman said, every time I come here, I come and see him because I love this. Mm-hmm. And
I mean, and I'm typically a very ticklish person. And that was not what I got from it.
Yeah.
But, I tried it. I can say I tried it. I don't know that I'd try it again. Yeah. But at the same time, everyone's experience is different. And because somebody does enjoy that, I'm not going to look at them any differently.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea. But, so that was that experience.
Yeah. Again? Tried something new, ventured outside of a comfort zone, determined, not the thing. All right, cool. That means that I'm not going to buy a $1,000 violet wand toy. All right. Easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Right, but I mean, I went into the experience and even decided to do the experience because, sure, I can sit there and go, nah, that's not for me. But does anyone really know until you've at least...
Until you sampled the goods.
Right.
Yeah. Right. All right, well, yeah.
Because I might have had an entirely different experience. I never would have known. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, so here we are. We moved on. And that actually kind of wrapped up Saturday night. That was kind of toward the end of the convention.
Yes.
So it wrapped up the convention.
Right.
And once again, as we've done in the past, Saturday night, we kind of put it out to friends, to performers, lifestyle friends. Hey, look, long day. You guys are on your feet working. Mm-hmm. Stop by our room. We'll have some cocktails. We'll have some food. and just kind of sit back and relax and veg for a while. Just kind of recover and come down from, the high and the craziness that is the show floor for a whole day.
Mm-hmm. And we did come home with an entire, very large pizza.
Yes.
Left over.
Yes. So we did, found this place actually last year when we were out there. And it's not your big name pizza shops. It's kind of a local restaurant. Found them last year because they're open and they deliver until 1:30 in the morning.
Right.
And so ordered a couple pizzas, had a charcuterie board, and, really just, again, hung out, had some drinks, warned people, said, hey, we're in Chicago. Everybody has to, we're all going to have a sample of this beverage. Please don't hate me when you're done. And pretty much all but one person was like, what the hell is that shit? I'm like, oh, they call it Malort in Chicago and it's a rite of passage. They were like, yeah, I said, look, don't worry. You can dump it out. You took a half a drink out of the shot glass. You could dump it out. I am fine with that. I get it.
Actually, were there two? I think there were two people that.
Well, and I know one for sure. I'm trying to think. There might have been another one that was like, okay, this is quite unique and interesting. And then
I don't remember what his name was. The guy in the white button-down shirt.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah.
But there was two.
Yeah.
They were
so hey, some people it's like, yeah, this is terrible. Some people it's like, yeah, this tastes kind of familiar, but I don't want to taste it again.
Mrs. has never and will never partaken in Malort.
She experienced the violet wand, but won't take a little sip of Malort.
No, I've seen enough people's reactions to know that I do not need to put it in my mouth. I will put most other things in my mouth. But Malort will not cross my lips.
Well, and as we sit here too, I will just say, here is a PSA. Because as I was ordering pizzas, I said, whoa, wait a minute. That is a topping option on a pizza? Oh, I got to do it. Game fucking changer. Jardiniere on a pizza. I'm like, I got to try this. You got to be. And
so can you.
Spicy pickled vegetables.
I was going to say, can you explain?
Yeah. If you're not aware what a jardiniere is, spicy pickled vegetables, hot peppers, carrots, cauliflower, olives. And in Chicago, they chop that up and put it on a pizza. Game changer. It's even funnier because started a new job last week and traveled out somewhere. Kind of in an area. We were outside of Toledo, Ohio for work and stopped at a restaurant for dinner with a coworker. And it was a pizza shop. It was a restaurant, but they did have pizza. And what they had was they offered Chicago or Detroit style pizza. Mm-hmm. I like Detroit style pizza. Just had Chicago style a week prior, 2 weeks prior.
What's the difference between the two?
So Detroit is like you would think a Sicilian, thick, square. Mm-hmm. It's light, it's airy, it's crispy, and there's no crust. They take the cheese all the way to the edges.
Okay.
So the cheese around the edge gets crispy and crunchy, and
so Chicago's heavier,
is your deep dish,
more dense. Yeah. Okay.
And they don't put sauce on Chicago; it's only crushed tomatoes. Mm-hmm. It's not a sauce. So we get this, and it's funny because he's going down through, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'll eat this, and I'll eat this, and I won't eat this." And one of them, it was like sausage, pepperoni, and jardiniere. And he goes, "Yeah, I'd eat that." And I said, "Oh, you just don't understand. Jardiniere is a game freaking changer." He said, "I've never, again, someone in the food business forever, said I've never heard of it. It's only a Chicago thing, but damn, it's a game changer."
So I'm assuming you ended up with that night pizza with the jardiniere on it as well?
It was jardiniere and sausage and pepperoni, I think, on it. It was good. Yeah. And afterwards, he even said, he went, "Yeah, that is, I'd have never thought about that." So some good shit come out of Chicago.
Right. I mean, I thought it was good. And it was a little too. I don't do spicy, and it was a little too warm. Like a smaller piece of pizza would have been fine. Mm-hmm. But it was a little warm.
Yeah.
But no, it was good.
Yeah. Total game changer. Pickled spicy vegetables on a pizza. Fucking dumb. And really that kind of, well, I can't even say that ended the night because holy shit.
No, that was the 4 a.m. morning with the birds chirping as we were going in to go to bed.
Yeah. It seemed that we ended up, everybody kind of went on their way about midnight or so, grabbed a couple cigars, went downstairs to have a cigar, grabbed a drink, took a bottle down with me.
And then I went down saying I was going to smoke one and come up to come back up to go to bed because I had previously been sitting there.
Yeah.
Dozing.
And literally as people come in and out and in from after parties and wandering around and every time we're like, all right, we're going, somebody else comes walking by and we end up having another conversation. It literally was 4:00 and it was like, oh shit. Yeah, we need to go to bed. Mm-hmm. And Sunday really,
I was still up for breakfast the next morning.
Well,
that's one place I am not.
Yeah, Mrs. is not going to pass up the breakfast at the Host Hotel.
It doesn't help either that the way it's set up, the rooms are on the border, and breakfast is right down in pretty much in the courtyard below you, so you can smell it as soon as you wake up.
Yeah, that is definitely the buffet breakfast is included in the hotel, so it's hard to pass that one up.
It's one of the more decent ones that we've, in our traveling
from a breakfast standpoint, right. From being free, it's not a continental.
And for you in a food business,
I'm not a breakfast person, but I'll grab something. Mm-hmm. And Sunday, I think we really, we recorded 2 short interviews and kind of chatted a little bit. I was able to kind of coordinate some future things, did some networking, and really kind of called it and packed up and
made our rounds, say goodbye.
I think we left at 3:30, right around that time, a little earlier than normal. But again, it's a 7-hour drive back home, and we already lose an hour because we're in that Midwest time zone. A straight shot back home
with minimal stops.
Yeah,
both ways, really.
Yeah. Going out, it was just like, okay, here we go. I think we stopped twice in the 7 hours. That was it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One time for a potty break and a shitty garbage freaking stale ass burger. Turnpike freaking rest stop Burger King burger. It was good gosh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But and so overall, Exxxotica Chicago, it was done well. It was nice to see the additional vendors, the increase in vendors. There were some
staples missing.
Yes, there were some staples missing. Again, I think we talked last year. Last year, when you looked at Chicago and New Jersey and Miami, Brazzers was there. Motor Bunny was there. Mm-hmm. They weren't there this time. Mm-hmm. At the same time, with the way the show was set up, I don't know where they would have freaking gone. They wouldn't have fit.
Right.
Because they did have the whole area of the convention center. And again, adding those additional vendors, there were a few rows that were a little tight at some points. Just with traffic and the amount of people.
Mm-hmm. I think with that, it depended on that main loyal fans booth and who was where in the circle, right. Almost.
Yeah.
Right. Because as some of those drew lines, that's where the congestion was at times.
Yeah, and it kind of wrapped around and through and up into other aisles.
Because there were actually places that people weren't sure how to form a line.
Yeah.
For the ones that they were all over lining up early for. So.
Yeah. So no, that makes sense. Yeah, didn't think about it that way, but yeah, again, more vendors, more things to see. Mm-hmm. And some of those smaller vendor booths had performers there as well. So
Right.
performers were scattered kind of throughout the show at different booths and different areas, which again was really good.
Was the candy? We didn't really look for that one. The candy booth with the lollipops.
Yeah, it was. It was actually over by the bathrooms, by the hot dog stand.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like where that area was and how it mapped out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just, we didn't spend much time there. It was like the dungeon, and then it was connected to that clothing.
Okay. Which is usually, I think, where it's set up.
Yeah, but no, again, I think overall it was good. Chicago is easy as far as getting in and out and the hotel and all that, so that is always nice. Mm-hmm. Options for food inside that isn't crazy as far as expense.
Inside the convention.
Inside the convention, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The taco stand is good, reasonably priced for what you get.
There's
they
barbecue
have,
otherwise.
Yeah, barbecue, and then they had the one that's just kind of concession food, hot dog and pretzels and nachos.
Right.
So, offering is good, security is good, music wasn't overly loud, a lot of things to see, a lot of vendors. A lot of talent, a lot of performers. This one definitely, I want to say it's better than last year's Chicago in a lot of ways.
Right. But I think with most of these, is Chicago still a newer
No.
location? No.
Yeah, Chicago's been a while now. I forget how long it's been in Chicago, but yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, but I think as far as even attendance, like, I hate to keep going back to that, but as the farther we get from the pandemic,
and people are coming back, and that's exactly what it is, and it's becoming a draw. Word is getting out.
I mean, you still had your people, and there were some people in masks and stuff like that.
And again, that is, I mean, the amount of people and everything there. Hey, if you have, a health issue or something like that, I mean, go for it. You can, if you want to enjoy it, but you want to be safe at the same time, then no problem with that. Go for it.
Like, no judgment by any means with that, saying that, but, okay. So is it time for a break? And then
so we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to end this episode with our final two Dip Your Toes in the Tub segment. And I believe, we're just going to flip straight through those, and we aren't going to hop in between. So as we look, first, and has become a standard within the Dip Your Toes segments, is a standard at Exxxotica's. Has really become a truly great friend. Beautiful woman, funny. I use a big word, charismatic. Make sure you let her know that was my referral. But again, we can't say enough good things about her and our relationship and our friendship. It is Kenzie Taylor. And then, last, but definitely not least, and I mean, we definitely have to thank the previous Miss Kenzie Taylor for introducing us.
yes,
As she said, a year ago at New Jersey, hey, have you guys ever met? No. Oh, you're going to love her. She's going to love you guys. And introduced us. And she couldn't have been any wrong. She couldn't have been wrong. Katie Kush. And, she's become a friend as well. High energy, funny, it just always a good time hanging out.
The two of them actually pair very well together.
Yes.
But are slightly scary together at the same time.
Yes, it is.
In a good way, like that.
It is shenanigans aplenty with their personalities and their energy and the two of them together. And the amount of caffeine that Kenzie partakes.
Both of them.
And Katie as
Both
well.
of them.
That is a lot of caffeine, and it was mentioned by someone there. Holy shit! How much of those energy drinks do you really need? So again, we're going to take a quick break and hop right into those interviews. So we'll see you after. All right, still here, Chicago, making our way around the Loyal Fans booth, and at the always stop. Exxxotica would never be the same if we didn't have this stop and this conversation and the sound bites that we love so much. Welcome, the beautiful Kenzie Taylor.
Hello.
Back. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hi, everybody.
So, weekend been good?
It's been pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Last year was a lot busier, so you could definitely tell some stuff's going on right now in the economy, which sucks. But I still have a good time. No matter what, I try to have fun, no matter where the hell I am. So.
We know that without a doubt. So, if anybody doesn't know, which don't know how they couldn't, let everybody know where they can find you online and on social media.
Twitter and Instagram at the Kenzie Taylor. You can follow along on Instagram to my company and my podcast. My company is at Feels by Kenzie, and my podcast is at the Sauce Podcast _.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, question time.
Yes.
What is a band or artist that you like but most people don't?
Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah. I've met a lot of Kiss haters, and I love Kiss.
Fair.
Yeah.
They're kind of one of those, you love them or you hate them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. What is one thing you look forward to with the season change of winter and summer starting?
I think when it's that perfect weather, when it's not too hot and not too cold, that's probably my favorite moment. Like today here, the weather outside is perfect.
It's
really not too hot, not too cold. Like, you don't even need a jacket. Like, the sun feels nice, but you're not, like, burning up.
As compared to Thursday when you were here, I saw posted on social media, it's freaking cold.
Yeah. It was really windy, and I was, like, jittering my teeth at the airport.
So, thinking back to the first time you walked onto a set, what is something that was different than you envisioned?
I guess probably the fact I didn't realize like how professional it was going to be, because I was very naive and kind of comparing it to like seeing Boogie Nights. I'm like, everybody's going to be partying and having a good old time. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have a good old time, but it's very professional. So that was probably it.
All right. So following up to that question,
Yes.
if you could turn back the clock, what is something you would tell yourself before that first shoot?
I would tell myself, hey, take it easy on yourself. Take some deep breaths. Maybe do like a guided meditation beforehand. I was very anxious And not in a bad way. It's very understandable why I was so anxious. When you put a porn video out there, it's out there forever, no matter what. I cannot take all the videos down. And once it gets out there, everybody finds out, no matter what. People don't realize, but like every single person you've ever known in your life will find out. And if it's not by them seeing it directly, it's going to be by them finding out from other people. You know what I mean? So either way, like, take some deep breaths and you're going to make it through, girl. That's what I would say. Breathe, baby, breathe. Get ready for that anal. Get ready for those big dicks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say.
All right. As we've just embarked on pet parenthood,
yes.
Are you a pet or animal person, and do you have any?
As we
Even though we already know this.
Yes. For you guys know, but for the people that don't know, absolutely, I'm a huge dog person, and I'm absolutely obsessed with my 2 Frenchies. Their names are Benny and Frankie. They are my children. I do not live a day without giving them 1,000 kisses unless I'm out of town. But I'm that crazy dog mom that's like, come on, guys, let's go on a walk for 2 hours and just talk to each other. I have conversations with them like they're actually people. And my husband's always like, you know, they don't understand what the hell you're saying. I'm like, they absolutely do.
Yeah,
They're people. They're children. They're 7 and 2. They know what I'm saying.
Well, as I looked at him earlier, I'm like, I actually miss his crazy puppy butt.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
they're the best. Yeah. And they're the most loyal companions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, until I experienced it, like, there's nothing like that feeling of walking in the door and them being so excited to see you.
Yeah.
Or even, like, go upstairs for 5 minutes, come back down, and it's like,
literally,
you've been gone forever.
I said that the other day to somebody. I was like, the best feeling ever in the whole world is if I go out of town or even go to Target for a moment or something, and I come back home and my dogs act like I've been gone to war for years.
Yeah.
They're like, she just got back from Nam. They're like super excited. And Frenchies don't have tails. They have little nubs. They're like little circular nubs, almost like a little pig.
Yeah.
So their little nubs just like wag back and forth. It's hilarious. I love it.
All right. What does a relaxing day or evening look like for you?
It depends on the mood. There's many, I feel like there's, you know what I mean? Depending on your mood, there's several different ways. But my all-time favorite would probably be when I have like a like self-care type of day, and I'll go to Pilates in the morning, and then like I'll go have like a nice lunch somewhere, very like just chill by myself, nice and quiet. And then I go to the spa. I go into the eucalyptus steam room, the sauna, the jacuzzi. I get a facial and a massage, and it's just silent. And I'm just like listening to a nice book on Audible because I'm too lazy to actually read the book. I like being read too. Also, I just intake information better that way if it's read out loud and I listen.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's probably like the perfect day to me. And then like ending it with like a really good dessert. I'm a sweets person, so.
All right.
Yeah, like a really good dessert.
When you travel, do you sample the foods that places are known for, or do you stick to your comfort zone?
I absolutely always, no matter where I'm at, I always try to go either somewhere where they're like really well known for, like destination wise, or a dish that they're really well known for. For example, like 6 months ago, I went to Louisiana, and obviously they're known for their seafood. So I found this little mom and pop type shop. It was literally family owned. I'm not even joking. You could ask my security to this. We were on the road. I ate 3 pounds of crawfish.
Oh, nice.
2 pounds of shrimp. A pound of crab legs. Like, it was ridiculous.
My
Cajun
God.
style. I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with spices, but this was pretty hot, but it was so good.
Yeah.
So the whole time my eyes and my nose were like watering, and I was like, drinking ice water, chewing on the ice cubes, and eating in between. It was so funny. So good though. But yeah, I definitely always try different dishes that the places are known for.
Nice.
You never have fun if you don't step out of your comfort zone. And I believe that goes for anything in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
All right. So the last question.
Yes.
And I've kind of went a little deeper into this.
Yes.
So you know us, we know you.
Yes.
And what we try to portray.
yes.
Answer this, whether it be Kenzie or not Kenzie.
Yes.
Who are you?
Who am I? Are we wanting like an adjective to describe who I am, or you want like a description, or?
However you want to take it. We've left it open-ended.
Got it. Okay. That's a good one, because everybody has different thoughts and beliefs on who they are or how they're. Because we know one another on the outside, but only we know how we are truly inside. I will say I am a woman that is intelligent, loyal, loving beyond belief, but very independent, stubborn, hardworking. But then there's another part of me that's like, if anyone ever tells me I cannot do something or that they don't believe in me, I'm the type of person that's like, oh, I can't do that and you don't believe in me? Watch me do it 25 times. So,
There you go.
very determined. If I could describe myself in one word, though, I would say rambunctious. Wouldn't you say that? I would say rambunctious.
I would say that's appropriate.
And highly caffeinated. Yes.
Yeah.
At all times.
That's me.
Well, as always, it's a pleasure.
Thank
it's a
you.
pleasure taking time, hanging out, talking with you all the time. So,
Feeding your caffeine cravings.
Thank you.
sneaking them through
Yeah, you guys are
security.
feeding my addiction. I love it. Thank you. Keep them coming.
Well, enjoy the rest of your time in Chicago. Safe travels back home. And look forward to the next time we see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
All right, here we are. Sunday, Exxxotica Chicago. I got it right this time. Yeah!
The right day and the right place.
Exactly.
He's doing better than we thought.
I know. Look at that. Exxxoticas are not the same since back when we had the chance to meet our next guest for the first time. And she's become a standard and a staple. Welcome back again, the beautiful Miss Katie Kush.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alive.
That's how we feel this morning too.
Happy Sunday fun day.
Exactly. So, before we start to answer a few questions, for those who may not know, you let them know where they can find you online or on social media.
You can find me at kushstrips.org or on Instagram and Twitter at KatieKushXX2.
All right. XX2. Does that mean you got something shut down or banned already?
Many a time. And hopefully this is the last one. Or I'll cry.
All right. Well, we got some questions as normal. Are you ready?
Fire 'em.
All right.
Fire away, boys.
What is a band or artist that you like, but most people don't?
I don't know if it's. I feel like you're asking in a way of like most people don't because they don't like the person, but somebody I like just because I think that a lot of people don't know her really is Tosh Sultana, and I love her because she has an amazing story and also plays almost all of her instruments on her own. So her stage presence is fantastic, and watching her do everything herself is crazy.
All right. That's unknown for me.
I feel like I've heard the name before, but I don't know that I've heard anything.
Okay.
But
what is one thing you look forward to with the changing of the seasons and summer starting?
Oh my God, tanning. I'm so white right now. I'm so excited for the season to change. Also, it's been a really cold one, I feel like, in Vegas, so I'm really over the cold.
Okay. Yeah.
Tanning and pool parties, honestly.
Oh, well. Yeah, there you go. They go hand in hand.
Yes.
All right.
the first time you walked onto a set, what is something that was different than you envisioned?
Like in general, or my first set ever? First set ever. What is something? What does one expect going into a porn scene? I don't really know if I had any expectations. I was a little like, really, am I doing this? I think the thing I didn't expect is the guy was actually really sweet about it. It was for exploited college girls, and he asked if I was nervous, and I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's my first porn shoot, the fuck? And then he was just really sweet about it, and he like sat me down and was like, don't be nervous, it's gonna be a great day. We're gonna give you like a sexual experience you probably have never had before, and you're gonna have leaving really happy. And I think that was something I wasn't expecting, to feel the caring part of it, you know?
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah.
And few people have actually said that. They're like, you know, the family and the care, and how can we put you at ease?
Yeah.
And be comfortable.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
So, follow up to that question. If you could turn the clock back, what would you tell yourself prior to that?
Really to tell myself not to lead with emotion. Afterwards, you're kind of hyped, and you're kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Look at this check in my hand. And it's like really high energy at that point. I kind of wish I would have been able to talk myself down a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As we've just embarked on pet parenthood, are you a pet animal person, and do you have any?
I love all animals, all things furry. I have a little kitty cat. She's not little. Her name's Little Bitch. She's a black cat, and I fucking love her. We're the same person. Well, same soul. Same soul, yes. Same person, but she's a cat, yeah. I love her. Wait, you guys got a dog?
Yes. Yes.
How is that for you?
Oh, he's a moose. He's a very, very big puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Yeah.
What is it? What kind?
He's Great Dane and Black Lab.
You're gonna love it.
He's almost 7 months old and at least 80 pounds right now.
Oh my God. You're gonna love him.
Yep. And thinks he's a lap dog.
I love that. He is. Let him be.
Yeah. All right. What does a relaxing day or evening look like for you?
Oh my goodness, being able to spend time with my little bitch, you know? Laying on the couch, bed rotting, going from bed to couch. Maybe doing a couple chores, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not even showering. I love it. I just love spending time at home.
There you go.
She doesn't care what you smell like, right?
No, she loves me either way.
All right. When you travel, do you sample the foods that places are known for, or do you stick within your comfort zone?
No, that is my favorite thing to do. Actually, a couple of times already here, because you know everyone from Chicago is like, we have the best food. So I'm like, tell me a place to go that you can't get anywhere else. And that's always my favorite question to ask people. Like when I go to featuring and stuff at the clubs, I'm like, tell me a place to go get food tomorrow, because I want to try it.
All right. So, what did you find here so far that you liked?
This is so random though. Well, first of all, last night we had Korean barbecue. Amazing food here, very good flavor. But the brick oven pizza at the hotel we're at, phenomenal.
There have been a few people that have said, did you try the pizza shop? And I'm like, no, but everybody has said, holy shit, it's great.
Phenomenal. As someone made fun of me yesterday, they said, really, hotel pizza? And I was like, it's a brick oven. It's good.
Yeah.
Don't knock it till you try it.
That brick oven makes all the difference.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So the last question, and throughout our show, we try to focus to normalize our guests. In this question, answer however you choose. Whether it's you as Katie or you not as Katie.
The suspense.
Yes. So the question is, who are you?
Oh my God, therapy. Oh my God, who am I? I don't know. I think it's pretty across the board between what I do and when I'm at home. Is I'm just a big fucking goofy ass ball of wanting to have fun and adventures and chill, low energy, not crazy, even though I can be crazy when drinking, but that's kind of my vibe. I think just down to earth, silly goofiness is who I am.
And that is kind of what we've gotten from you since we met.
Don't take life too seriously, pretty much.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's why we get along.
Yeah. We're here for a short time. Have
Not
fun.
a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up our questions here in Exxxotica Chicago.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And when we're done, we'll work on a long form interview and getting you in the tub.
I need to be in the warm tub.
Yes. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Well, I think that about does it for 2024 Chicago Exxxotica. We discussed the convention.
Mm-hmm.
We went through a list of beautiful women with conversations throughout.
Yes.
And, well, from their end, it's time that they're getting ready for Miami at the end of May. Nope. We'll be getting ready for New Jersey in October. And roll from there.
We'll be heading to the Poconos before that.
Yes. Yep. We do have the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards at the end of August in the Poconos. So, yep, we'll be out there for the weekend, kind of hanging out and having some fun, doing some recording as well. But, yep, that's on deck. And, hey, summertime is here. The last 2 days, it's been in the 80s here in Pittsburgh. Windows open, ceiling fans on. Still avoiding turning the air conditioning on.
Right.
I've thought about it, but Mrs. sure don't want to hear air conditioning yet.
But also, that could flip next week and drop back down to the...
Well, yeah.
With how this...
Yeah, with how it is, you never know. But hey, right now it's 80. So,
Right.
but again, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on our social medias, Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram, the Bergs on Reddit and Facebook. And
On the website?
website is inourtub.com. You can hit us up on email, thebergs@inourtub.com. Have a few cool interviews and some fun things coming up here over the next few weeks, so stay tuned and keep an eye out for that. Again, any questions, suggestions, topics, performers you'd like to hear from on the show, shoot us an email. We'll do what we can. We're always, reaching out to performers, reaching out to different agents to see who'd like to join us, who's available to join us based on their schedule. So, never say never with someone. Anyone, give us some thoughts, some ideas. So go ahead, enjoy the summer. Take care of yourself. Get some of the fresh air. Remember to wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time.
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.